Tim and Barbara are
Ghosts.
What's the good of being a ghost if you can't frighten people away?
their house is being haunted by the living,
Maybe the house could use a little remodeling.
and they can't scare them into leaving.
They're dead. It's a little late to be neurotic.
So they're calling on Beetlejuice,
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice!
who's no ordinary ghost.
You don't want his help.
Can you be scary?
What do you think of this?
Now, the party's over.
You want somebody out of the house? I want to get somebody out of your house.
But the fun has just begun.
It's showtime.
Learn to throw your voice, fool your friends, fun and party.
Not bad.
This is amazing.
Want a cigarette? Oh, no, thank you.
Oh, yeah, here I come, baby.
He's guaranteed to put some life
Attention, keyword shoppers.
in your afterlife. Michael Keaton is Beetlejuice.
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
Welcome to Movie Monster Monday, where we break down another movie monster. Well, this monster is not exactly maybe scary, maybe a little bit of dark humor. Beetlejuice, a film by Tim Burton, who is known for its dark humor and balanced with spooky and comedy moments. Now, Beetlejuice was almost titled House Ghost or Scared Sheetless. Now go ahead and say that 3 times. But let's get into Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. It's showtime. Well, Tim Burton brought Beetlejuice to life on the big screen, but as a director, he wasn't 100% sure how the film should go. But he did meet with Gina Davis, who actually ended up getting the part as Barbara Maitland, and she said that she got the film like from reading the script. And so he thought it would obviously be handy to have someone on the set that pretty much got the film. Originally, Tim Burton had visioned Kirstie Alley as Barbara, but her schedule with Cheers prevented her from playing the role. Now, Michael Keaton, he actually turned down the role twice just because he didn't get Tim Burton's vision of it at first. Then there was a wardrobe meeting that Keaton had that helped him sculpt Beetlejuice and his look. And when he presented that to Tim Burton, they both elaborated on that and continued to bring Beetlejuice to form. Beetlejuice comes in about 45 minutes into the film and is only 18 minutes of screen time. So I guess less is more for the success of this film. Now, the original script had Beetlejuice as a winged demon who wanted to murder the Dietz family, and more gore was in store for the Maitland's accident, as well as the murder of a second child that the family had. Plus, the ending had an exorcism to destroy Beetlejuice, and the Maitlands stay in the model house that shrunk down to size, and Lydia was to die in a fire. So quite a different script that they had originally had. Now let's talk Winona Ryder, who will be reprising her role in Beetlejuice 2. She did an outstanding job with Lydia Dietz, but Who's the Boss star Alyssa Milano was almost casted in the role, and they also considered Sarah Jessica Parker, Molly Ringwald, Juliette Lewis, and Heather Langenkamp. But Ryder's performance in the film Lucas helped seal the deal, and really can't think of anybody else that I would want in that role. Now, the skeleton head on top of Beetlejuice in the merry-go-round hat resembles Jack Skellington, and Tim Burton had been drawing him since 1982. Now, Beetlejuice was the 10th highest grossing film of 1988, and it pulled in $73 million at the box office. And Michael Keaton said that he pulled inspiration from Chop Top and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 as a basis for his performance. And Beetlejuice is actually the name of a star in the Orion constellation as the 9th brightest star in the sky. So let's talk about Beetlejuice. They use crushed green foam that they use on model kits for Moss in his hair to have that crawled from under a rock look. But when it comes to makeup, the majority of the time was spent on the rest of the cast members. Michael Keaton worked about 2.5 weeks on the set. And for Michael Keaton's broken nose, they used prosthetic lips on each side of his nose to give that smush appearance. And when they thought of Beetlejuice's character, they kind of envisioned a Groucho Marx from hell, is the way that they would look at Beetlejuice. Now, a sequel was almost made early on with Beetlejuice, and it was going to be Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian, as the Dietz family moves to Hawaii and opens up a resort which is buried on an ancient burial ground. And then, of course, Beetlejuice shows up and chaos begins. Now, in this afterworld scene where Barbara and Adam are waiting, the PR says the arrival of Flight 409, which is actually based off an actual crash in 1955. Now, the dinner scene where Beetlejuice possesses Delia almost used a different song. They almost used If I Didn't Care by the Ink Spots, which really would have changed the tone of the scene. So I'm glad that they stuck with this song. Now, Tim Burton almost cut this scene. They almost did not have this scene at all. But, however, it did stay in, and it did go on to be a memorable scene, definitely. Actor Glenn Shaddix, who plays Otho, he actually, when he passed away, they played this song at his funeral services. Beetlejuice, made on $15 million, was quite a success and even hauled in an Oscar for Best Makeup. So we are looking forward to a great Beetlejuice 2 next year in September 2024. You know that song, "The Daylight Come and the Daylight Go." Hey! We've had cartoons, Broadway musicals, action figures. Beetlejuice is definitely something that has been a fandom and in our hearts for generations. And we look forward to Beetlejuice 2 bringing in new fans for the next generation. Hope you've enjoyed this one. This is Eric, Two Boys and Their Scary Pops, with Movie Monster Monday.